Hello, and thank you for joining us. In this video presentation, we will discuss the International Business Plan for Kelley Manufacturing Company. We will discuss topics such as goal setting, business and industry analysis, target market, product selection, mode of entry, pricing, distribution partners, promotion, and terms and procedures. Kelley Manufacturing Company was established in 1966 by C.D. Kelley in Columbus, Georgia. Since then, the company has relocated to Tifton, Georgia, where it conducts international trading in countries such as Australia, South Africa, and Egypt. Kelley Manufacturing Company produces machines such as the peanut combine, field cultivators, and the poultry house cleaning machine. With this presentation, we will explain how we intend to expand Kelley Manufacturing's international sales into the Mexican agricultural market. Up next, you will learn about our goals and objectives from Mr. Ja'Cory Morris.
Hi, my name is Ja'Cory Morris, and I will be discussing Kelley Manufacturing Corporation's objectives, long-term goals, short-term goals, and the action plan. To begin, whenever there is a need for rows of crops, for a dirt road wherever you are, our agricultural equipment is for you. This means plenty of performance, capacity to make seedbed, conditioning, and incorporation fast, efficient, and less expensive. Now we go into our long-term goals. Over the next 5 years, Kelley Manufacturing Corporation will expand sales of harvesting and threshing machines around the globe. Kelley Manufacturing Co. will expect to gain 2% of the global market share in agriculture. Now we move on to our short-term goals. Kelley Manufacturing Co. wants to improve production times to have products ready to ship by an increase of 10% by next year. By 2021, Kelley Manufacturing Co. will generate 10% of annual sales through exports by 2021. Kelley Manufacturing Co. will also secure 5 national contracts for progressive farming. Now for our action plan. We plan to determine countries for export by March 2019. Then we plan to research trade barriers by September 2019 also. Then we want to identify managers/key personnel for staffing needs by October 2019. And then we want to develop marketing strategy for international trade by October 2019. Now that concludes Kelley Manufacturing's objectives, long-term goals, short-term goals, and action plan as we shift to our business and industry analysis.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Hampton, and I'll be presenting the business and industry analysis for Kelley Manufacturing Company. KMC produces and provides various progressive farming equipment. They are a recognized leader in the development, design, and manufacturing for peanut harvesting equipment. And in order to achieve this recognition, they've used state-of-the-art technology in order to produce and make their efficient products. In order to utilize these products provided by Kelley Manufacturing Company, there is no extensive amount of education or knowledge required. Just a basic knowledge of farming, processing, and machinery usage is needed. As far as storage and shipping costs, for shipping internationally, there are no special conditions needed for these products, so that would eliminate the need for any extra expenses and needed to cater to those conditions. Kelley Manufacturing produces products that can easily be modified in compliance with the export market demands. And since we already ship internationally in some countries already, we are able to produce in accordance with overseas regulations requirements. KMC is ready to continue international exporting, and it has been so successful domestically for over 45 years already because of the dedication to producing the best products. Um, of course, to continue the exporting internationally, we are willing to put in the necessary prep time and planning in order to commit to expanding business overseas. And now for the industry analysis, Kelley Manufacturing Company sits in the agricultural industry, which makes their NAICS code 333111. It is reported that the agricultural industry is expected to see a 6% growth in the next 5 years due to automated machinery adaptation. Since Kelley Manufacturing Company is always using state-of-the-art technology to keep up with these demands in the market, they will be able to keep up with this growth, and now is a good time for them to consider continuing international growth to keep up with the growth in the market. And now for the VRIO analysis, the company holds a lot of value considering it has been in business for over 50 years. It has built a reputation, and it is a recognized leader, as I've stated before. And also, they have been able to sustain domestic and international growth over the years. So now is just a perfect time to continue our international growth as we scout for new target markets, which one of my partners, Shakendra, will explain more about the target markets.
Hello, my name is Shakendra Bailey, and I'll be doing the target market analysis for Group 3. Product exportation is not a new concept to Kelley Manufacturing. We have market distributions in several countries, so while identifying the target markets, we sought to make a selection that will help us increase our global market share in agricultural equipment. There were several key factors researched to select the target market. The weather and land conditions of the country, economic growth and funding opportunities, legal, financial, and cultural trade barriers were considered as well. The countries that were analyzed for export were Mexico, Poland, and Chile. Let's review each country and the findings. Chile is a strong market for U.S. exports, but the country has faced difficulty with agriculture recently because of scarce water resources. The country practices free trade with the U.S., and there is a demand for U.S. agricultural equipment. However, that market is small and highly competitive. Another impact of the water scarcity in Chile is a shift to used equipment over new equipment. Poland has a large domestic market and is experiencing strong economic growth. The agricultural market is changing in Poland, and the farmers are seeking more equipment that will help make the work less labor intensive. Farmers in this market have access to funding that would assist them with purchasing. However, the country has tariffs and other trade barriers that could make entering this market difficult. Cultural impacts may also affect the success because speaking Polish is essential when doing business. Mexico is one of the primary markets for U.S. agricultural equipment and has been experiencing steady growth in the industry. The landmass and climate in Mexico are great for agricultural production. The country is also a member of the North American Free Trade Agreement between Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. and strongly promotes free trade. The country has 55 million acres of land being used for agricultural production. For these reasons, we have selected Mexico as our target market. Ashton Lester will provide more details on the product selection and mode of entry.
Hello, my name is Aston Lester. We did research on our product selection to evaluate if there were any challenges or restrictions placed upon our products. But firstly, we had to evaluate Mexico itself to see if there were any restrictions placed upon the country. And there are no trade sanctions placed upon Mexico, so no special licenses required. The country is not on BIS's denied parties list, so no BIS license is required. And then we evaluated our products individually to see if they were on the Commerce Control list. in which none of them are, so they can be exported under the NLR provision. Mexico does have labeling requirements that we must meet in order to export to that country, though. And they have specific product labeling requirements for that we must evaluate each of our products to see how to meet those standards. We did research on what mode of entry that we would use to export to Mexico. We evaluated the advantages and the disadvantages of direct and indirect exporting. Direct exporting offers greater profit but more responsibility, while indirect exporting offers less profit but also less risk. Based on our findings, we found that competitors like John Deere use indirect exporting. And this is a mode of entry that our company has experience with, as it uses indirect exporting in its other international exports. So based on these findings, we recommend that indirect exporting be our mode of entry, and that we export to smaller, locally owned companies. And now I will pass it off to Lauren.
Hi, my name is Lauren Seawood, and today I'll be presenting pricing and distribution partners and promotion for Kelley Manufacturing Company. First, we'll start with pricing. Mexico's mode of transport would be an FCA-free carrier, meaning that the seller delivers the goods to the carrier or another person nominated by the buyer on the seller's premises or another named place. NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, allows Mexico to trade with Kelley Manufacturing Company at no cost. NAFTA is a big help to Mexico due to its low income rate. With the US dollar continuing to appreciate, Mexico won't be able to afford imports, but NAFTA helps. When you look at the shipping costs and other expenses plus machinery, your export price is approximately $96,000. Moving on to distribution partners and promotion. The partners that I've chosen for KMC are GMA and Massey Ferguson. GMA sells fertilizers, agricultural chemicals, and other farm supplies. Massey Ferguson sells agricultural equipment as well, such as machinery, consumer and commercial equipment, and tractors. This helps KMC find distributors who are already selling the similar products that they are selling. The ideal promotional activities a distribution partner should have are advertising, personal selling and telemarketing, publicity, short-term sales, promotions, and direct marketing. Now we'll move it over to Iris, who will tell you about the term and procedures.
Hello, I'm Iris Travis, and I will be going over the terms and procedures for this international business plan. Kelley Manufacturing Company will use the service of a freight forwarder to help export its goods into Mexico. Given the size and values of its products and the exporting cost of over $96,000 and the distance between the United States and Mexico, the form of transportation that makes the most sense is the use of trucks via the highway. Kelley Manufacturing Company will pack its goods in containers, and the containers will be labeled with the name and address of the importer, the name of the exporter, the trademark of the product, the net contents, and use, handling, and care instructions. In order for its Mexican buyer to import the goods, Kelley Manufacturing Company will have a Mexican custom broker complete the Pedimento de Importación. Kelley Manufacturing Company's bank is Ameris Bank, located in Tifton, Georgia. This bank does have an international department. Therefore, Kelley Manufacturing Company will be able to accept payments from its Mexican buyers. The buyers will be granted an open account with payment terms of 30, 60, or 90 days. To avoid non-payment or default accounts, Kelley Manufacturing Company will purchase an export credit insurance. KMC will also obtain a forward contract from a bank so that the buyers can make their payments in Mexican pesos, and KMC can avoid risk of fluctuating exchange rates.